back to Let's Go Live. I'm Maddie.
I'm Greg, and all together now,
We
are live!
Hello, hooray! Can you believe this is episode 65
Wow.
of Let's Go Live? I wonder if any of you have seen all 65 of them.
I reckon quite a few.
Probably.
I reckon quite a few. And if you are new to Let's Go Live, hello!
Hi.
Welcome along. We're all about fun, facts, makes, quizzes, crafts, activities, and you. We always like to get you involved in the show as much as possible. We want to see what you make, what you've been tinkering with, what you've been playing with. Loads of that coming up during the show.
It's Monday, which means we have a brand new theme. Last week we mastered superhero science,
Yep.
but this week we are talking about pets.
Yeah! Today we're going to think about how to look after pets, and we're going to explore what they need to stay happy and healthy.
On Wednesday's show, we are going to be doing some science experiments to think about some amazing pet skills.
And on Friday we're going to have a very special guest who's going to be able to answer lots of your weird and wonderful questions about your pets and animals.
We love pets and we think pets are absolutely brilliant, but we don't actually have a pet ourselves. Not really.
No.
So for this week, it doesn't matter if you have a pet or not.
That is correct. We are not going to use any real animals in any of our makes or crafts or activities.
So if you don't have a pet, don't worry, you'll be able to join in with all of the activities. And you know what? It doesn't really matter if you have a pet or not, because there are ways you can still look after animals. If you think back to Garden Week, for those
Week
of you
number
who are
one
with us,
of Let's Go Live.
you might remember Bird Cam.
What we like to call Squirrel Cam! These are live images from our little garden out the back. And as you can see, there's a cheeky upside down squirrel. I always call it Squirrel Cam.
And look how acrobatic that is. So I try to call it Bird Cam because, as you can see, those bird feeders, well, they're actually meant to be squirrel proof, but we have possibly the
cheekiest
squirrels of all time, and it makes no difference, and they will find a way.
It worked. I saw it this morning working out how to get some peanuts out of this one. Just watch it. It's brilliant.
We do get some gorgeous garden birds, but sadly the squirrels do tend to take priority.
Take control.
Anyway.
We saw a little wren this morning.
We did.
And a coal tit.
Yeah, blue tits. We see long-tailed tits that are my favourite. Do you have any bird feeders in your garden? Let us know if that's something that you like to do.
And if you don't have a garden, you might have a bird feeder on a window.
Yeah.
Or if you're out walking for your daily exercise,
you might even just
might see some birds there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we'll come back to Squirrel Cam later in the show.
But some of you do have pets that live with you actually in your houses. And lots of you have kindly shared your pet photos with us. So why don't we meet the pets?
Meet the pets.
With some photos,
do you
first
want
of all.
some Meet the Pet style music?
Do we have any?
Here we go. We'll go funky.
Meet the pets.
All right, here's the first one.
Pet. This is Ada with her snails, Bella, Rosie and Rainbow.
Hang on.
Just leave me rapping. Not awkward at all.
There.
Oh, there we go. There she is. So these snails actually eat cuttlefish to help their shells grow bigger.
Cool. Here we've got Evie. Evie has thorny stick insects. And they have a very interesting defense system. They sway right to make it look like they sway left to right to make it look like they're in a breeze. The fact that we're both doing swaying here.
We were doing our best stick insect impressions. Gwen and Corbin with their two cats, Nacho and Biscuit. And they have fish too.
Here is Isaac and Grace. They're dog sitting Jet for their friend.
Oh, hi Jet. That's a lovely thing to do. If you don't have pets, you can always, help look after other people if that's possible.
Yeah.
And Isaac and Toby with Ralph the Chow Chow. A Chow Chow is a breed of dog thought to have originated from China. Fun fact about Chow Chow.
Yeah.
They have black tongues.
They have what?
Black tongues. Fact bomb.
Good fact bomb.
Chow Chow fact bomb.
Chow Chow fact bomb.
Ooh, that's
I've got a couple of videos for you.
Yeah,
we've
got Ewan here with his two guinea pigs, and he's telling us a bit about how he looks after them.
Hello, Maddie and Greg. Welcome to the Guinea Grooming Parlour. This is Chocolate and this is Hazel. And Chocolate really likes to eat lettuce, and Hazel really likes to read blueberries. They have been good friends with me during lockdown because they have been helping me. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
Amazing.
Oh, lettuce and blueberries. Lovely.
Mm.
Who else have we got? We have Edie here with her dog, Darwin.
This is my dog brother. Darwin. He is a basset hound and I love him. He loves playing with this.
If you like Darwin the Basset Hound, give us a big thumbs up on this video.
I love Darwin the Basset Hound.
And those guinea pigs.
Yeah, that dog toy looked fun too, actually. Yeah.
If you do take any photos with your pets, you can send them to us on the show. We have an email address. It is helloletsgolive@gmail.com. We get all the photos and the videos that we use in the show from that email address.
But also, we would actually love to do a bit of a showcase of some of the funny things your pets do on our Friday show.
Yes.
So if you do have any very short videos of your pets doing the funniest things, please do email us those videos with the subject heading
Pets do the funniest things.
Because that would be nice for us to do a little collection of funny pet stuff.
That's a good fun idea. Yeah, there it is again.
We told you that we didn't have any animal pets. Well, we don't exactly, but there are two characters that we would love you to meet.
Yes. Would you like to meet our pets? Here they are. This is Rubble.
Here. And this here is Reef. They are our pet rocks.
They're our pet rocks.
Yeah.
They might not look like much, but they are brilliant companions. Because just think about it, right? They don't make any noise. They make very little mess. Yeah. And you can take them with you anywhere you go.
Yeah, they just fit in your pocket. Oh, they're so well trained too, aren't they?
Yes.
Watch this. Rubble, Reef, stay.
Very good.
Look at that.
Very good.
Would you look at that?
You have worked hard on that training. Today we are going to find out a lot more about Rubble and Reef by asking questions like, where should they live? We're going to make them a home later in the show. What food do they eat? And also, what do they like to do?
These are all things we have to consider when we're looking after real animal pets too. So to find out a little bit more about Rubble and Reef, maybe you could tell us all, what does Rubble like to do?
Oh, Rubble, let's have a look. Rubble here. Yeah. Rubble is a garden rock. I actually found him when we were topping up the bird feeders this morning. His favourite things to do are hanging out with mini beasts, making mud pies, and watching the birds.
Oh, lovely.
What about Reef?
Okay, so Reef I actually found on a beach. She was washed up on a beach when I was on holiday. Right. She really likes tumbling around in the waves. What else does she like to do? Looking for fish. And she also loves being the front door of a sandcastle. Yeah.
Now, just like Rubble and Reef, for pets to be happy and healthy at home, it's important that we keep them entertained, right? We need to keep their bodies and their minds entertained. Yeah. Finding things that they naturally love to do. It will stop them getting bored. Keep them active.
Yeah, doing the things they would naturally do. We actually call this type of entertainment enrichment. And different animals like to do different things. So can you think of any sort of enrichment that we might do with our pets at home?
How about
Dogs.
A dog?
Yeah, dogs are a great one. Dogs are really smart animals, so it's important we exercise their bodies and their brains. Otherwise, they get bored and they could get up to mischief. So going for walks, playing fetch, catch, and also just playing with different dog toys are all really fun ways that we can spend time with our dogs. But those dogs will have fun doing really doggy things.
Dogs also love, a very doggy thing is to sniff around. So if you hide food and then get them to sniff out that food, they love that.
That's a good idea.
Keeps them active and their brain's active. What about rabbits?
Ooh, what do rabbits like to do?
In the wild, rabbits spend their time running and jumping and hiding in burrows, and it's why they love tunnels, because they feel like they're in a rabbit burrow, right?
Yeah.
So you can make one with a cardboard box.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be fussy at all, does it? Rabbits also love to dig, so it's a good idea to give your rabbit a little dig patch. That could be a spot of grass or maybe even just a litter tray. There is another pet that I can think of that we do some enrichment with, and that is a hamster. I wonder if any of you have hamsters at home. They're really curious creatures and they need a lot of exercise. Well, some hamsters need a lot of exercise. So one way we can do that is to give them running wheels, closed wheels like this one. And an amazing fact, get ready for this one,
I'm
Rex.
ready.
Some hamsters can run up to 5 miles on an exercise wheel every night.
5 miles every night?
Yeah. I know.
That's amazing. That deserves
hamster fact bomb.
A fact
5
bomb.
miles and over, actually.
Every single night on their little wheel. Wow, that's amazing. Another way that you can keep a hamster active as well is to create a maze for them. Now, if you hide food around the maze, they're going to love that, especially. have a look at this. This is an amazing hamster maze.
Really nice. Oh, that's
That
cool.
is incredible.
So yeah, they could scurry around that looking for food, and it's a little bit like what they would do in the wild naturally.
Yeah.
But things you don't for pets. One of the really fun parts of having a pet is looking for different toys and sort of thinking about what you're going to do with your animal. But you don't have to spend a lot of money at all. We actually made. Some of you might remember we made this
Mini Makers Week.
Yeah, it's a box maze, and the idea is that you sort of roll a ball around it like this. But we thought, you know what? If you just put this on a surface, or on the floor, I should say, in a safe space, this would be a great little maze for a hamster. And all we did was make it with a cereal box and some toilet roll tubes.
Yeah. Now, we don't have a hamster.
No.
But we love a maze on Let's Go Live, don't we? So we've come up with a new kind of not hamster maze, right? We haven't used anything but tape, classic, and craft pom-poms.
No, these aren't pom-poms.
Sorry?
These are our hamsters.
These are our hamsters, yes.
Right.
Now, we've set up a game downstairs on the floor. We're going to take it in turns to play it. You're going to go first.
Okie dokie.
Do you want to go down there?
I'll do my
Okay,
best.
we've got a remote camera set up, so we're going to set that up. Let me show you how I made this maze. So, it's a maze drawn on the floor using tape. So this was me last night. It's sped up, fast forwarded. So first of all, find a space. That could be the floor. It could be a table. It could be a window ledge. Whatever you got. And then mark out that space with some tape. Make sure the tape's going to come off the carpet or the surface absolutely fine and cleanly, right? Then mark it out. And this is what I loved about making this maze. You've got to think and you've got to work out how on earth, what are the different routes that you could make around the maze? You want to make some routes that then end in a dead end. It's really, really fun. Absolutely love it. So here it is. That's the maze. The way that this is going to work is we're going to have to move our hamster round the maze from the start to the finish. We're going to blow it like that. And Maddie is going to go first. Let's see if she's there. There you are. Hello, Maddie. Okay, so you're going to go first, Mads. I've got to watch so that I can time you, okay? You can see she's going from the in there to the out on the left-hand side. I'm going to time you. 3, 2, 1, go. So far, so good. Okay, straight down. Oh, yes. Okay, so she's chosen to go for that right-hand route. And now it's all good. Oh, you just missed the wall. Good work. Now, what's she going to do here? She's going to have to go diagonally here. Oh! That hit the wall, but it's okay. We'll let her carry on. Good job. We're at 20 seconds. Coming up to 20 seconds. She's only got one last turn. Oh, no! That hit the wall, but that's fine. We'll carry on. Slight touch to the wall. Can she get around that final corner? And stop the clock. 29 seconds, Maddie Moat. That was an amazing time. Okay, she's coming back, which means we're now going to swap over, and it's going to be my go. Okay, all right. This is our homemade, not hamster maze. Okay, all right. 29 seconds you got.
Wow. Well, how did he do the a watch? Here we go. Great. Right, I'm not out of breath. You're out of breath. Okay, so how on earth? Hang on, I'm just resetting the clock, Greg.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know how to reset it.
Bottom right hand button on the wall.
Okay. Ready? Okay, Greg.
Top right hand to start.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go. Not bad. No. Oh, he's going a different way to me. Okay, so this isn't really fair because Greg made the maze, so he knows. Oh no! Oh, hang on. That was definitely an error. I think that's only fair though. He should be able to put it back, shouldn't he? Oh, do you reckon that was an error? That was. Okay, Greg, you are currently on 25 seconds. I'm out of breath, trying hard to... Oh! That wasn't! I don't reckon that was a clean finish. Oh, fine, we'll stop. We'll give it to him. Okay, that
It might have
was
gone over the corner slightly.
33 seconds, but I reckon that finish was dodgy. So, what did I get? Did I win? Did I win? What was my number, Greggs? What was my number?
You were 29.
Yes!
You win.
Yeah, I won. And I went the longer route.
Oh, yeah, and you didn't make the maze.
Oh, how about that?
Wowzers.
Goodness
Okay.
me.
Let's get rid of
So
that.
there you go, a masking tape maze with nothing but tape and a pom-pom. If you do have a go at making a cardboard maze for an actual hamster, or you have a go at making a maze on the floor, you're out there too.
I did sprint up the stairs.
Then we would love to see them. So if you do make one, get a grown-up to take a photo and send it to our email address, or even just tag us on social media, because we do love to see things there as well.
Yeah, this is us on social. We try to post little behind the scenes of the making of these shows as well. So do come and follow both of us.
We've actually got another video on our YouTube channel, which is when we went to a wildlife park and we gave some gorillas Christmas presents as part of their enrichment.
Yeah. And we'll put that in the video description.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a really fun one, that one.
Let's quickly, why don't we have a take a look at bird cam? Shall we see if there's anything going on in bird cam?
Squirrel cam. Oh, okay. It's
a bit
all
windy
quiet at the moment on the bird cam
Nothing's
front.
Okay, all right then. Actually, sometimes there are blue tits that are on the back too, but we might not see them so clearly. But for now,
so far,
looking quiet on bird cam.
Can't see anything.
Okay, all right then. I don't know about you, but all that talk of play and exercise has actually got me feeling quite peckish, really hungry.
Yeah.
What does Rubble like to eat?
What does Rubble like to eat? Okay.
Yeah, buddy. What do you like
Animate,
to eat?
you still there? Yeah, good. Well, Rubble is a garden rock.
Yes.
So Rubble is quite fond of dirt. Doesn't really eat it, more kind of rolls around in it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
What about Reef?
Well, Reef is a seaside rock, so she tends to like things that are really salty. But I've seen her wrapped up in seaweed before, so maybe she'd like sushi. She might do.
She might like sushi.
What about you? You hungry?
Am I hungry? I'm always hungry.
You are, that's true.
I ate about half an hour ago, hungry again.
Well, that's a good thing, actually, because it's given me an idea for a quiz.
Hello, quiz time.
Let's dance along to the quiz
What animals
music.
are we going to be?
Oh, that's easy.
We went
always
to the
end up
same.
doing this one.
Fish?
Beautiful.
That's like a
that was
bird.
more of a bird, yeah. What animals are you dancing along with? I've just gone with squirrels. Done.
Enough of that.
Okay.
Enough of that madness.
This is going to be a food quiz.
Yes, my favourite.
I thought you'd love this. Different pets eat different types of food depending on what they need in their diet to keep them healthy. But sometimes animal food can look good enough to eat. Hey, Greg. So I have prepared
This is always a surprise, by the way.
I have prepared, Greg, down here a 3-course meal, right?
Yummy.
And each course is suitable for a different type of animal.
Possibly not so yummy.
What you have to do is have a little taste of the course. You can eat everything. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, and I want you to guess the animal that this food has been prepared for. Now, I definitely have to say, this is something I prepared for Greg, but this isn't one to try at home. But watch, and we would love you to guess along with us.
Okay.
All right, how does that sound?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right then.
Always up
if
for a
we
fun
would like
challenge.
to go to our plate camera.
Yeah, table cam,
Okay,
there
and
it
I'm
is.
going to show you your very first course. Here it is. How about that?
Sorry, what?
Your first course is a bed of hay topped with salad leaves and some mystery droppings. There you go. That's for you. Sorry.
Thanks.
I thought you might like a fork as well, keep it civilised. And last but not least, all animals need fresh water, so you do have some water to wash it down.
You actually want me to eat this?
You can absolutely eat this if you want to. So that's a little bit of kale you've got at the top there. But you'll notice that the majority of this meal is hay, which is a dry grass.
Are they actual droppings?
No, I would never ever give you little
those
droppings to eat. So no, that's not actually poop, but it's sort of little health bars that I've made. They are health bars
If you've
that
just
I've made
tuned
look
in,
like droppings.
Yeah, if you just started in, that wasn't rabbit poo. I'm thinking that looks like rabbit poo.
Okay.
This kind of looks like rabbit food.
Yes.
So my guess for animal number 1,
Yeah.
this is a plate of food for a rabbit.
Well done. Yay.
Am I right?
Well done. How did you all do at home? Let us know in the live chat. Some of you have already guessed guinea pig. You know what, actually, this would work for a guinea pig as well. Guinea pig and rabbits pigs and rabbits do need slightly different types of food, but this would be fine for a guinea pig. And deer, someone has said. But no, I was looking for rabbit, but all of those answers are great.
Okay.
So the reason is that rabbits are herbivorous, which means that they eat plants. And actually, wild rabbits, they get almost everything they need from meadow grasses alone. So that's why a rabbit needs mostly hay.
So on this picture 1.
Yeah, let's see a rabbit. There you go.
There is a rabbit.
Adorable. Look at that. Absolutely adorable. And
Okay.
then you've got some greens, but the droppings actually...
Well, actually, really tasty. These pretend droppings.
Yeah, they actually taste like chocolate. But rabbits and guinea pigs do eat their droppings because they've got goodness. So they're called cecotrophs. There are 2 types of rabbit poo. You've got little dry hard ones, and then you've got the other ones, cecotrophs, that they tend to eat straight from their bottoms. But it's good for them to eat. You're welcome.
That was quite tricky to swallow.
You ready for your next course?
Yeah,
How about that?
I'm so ready
Just
for
so
my
you
next
know,
course.
This was the droppings. They wouldn't ever give you actual.
Okay. Yeah.
Your second course here
Table cam.
is a dish of corn oats and some kitchen scraps we've got there with a side of grit and crushed eggshells. Here you go.
You want me to eat some of this?
Yep, you can eat some of that. You don't have to eat the shells if you don't want to.
Okay, that's a bit of apple.
Yeah, some kitchen scraps for you there.
Apple peel.
Yeah, you gonna have any of the seed?
And carrots. Can I just eat seeds like this?
Yeah, of course you can.
Remember, this is just something Maddie's made for me. Don't do this
Yeah,
yourself.
you can eat dry seeds.
Okay.
You can eat seeds.
Crunchy.
Very crunchy. Very crunchy. And you've got some grit and shell there.
Don't think I want to eat
No, you don't have to eat that.
grit and eggshell.
I mean, yeah.
Right. What animal is this?
Ooh.
Are you lot guessing at home?
Yes, there are some guesses. It's somebody who's guessed a type of bird.
I was
And
thinking
they're right.
bird because I was like, that's bird feed, that, isn't
Yeah.
it? Maybe I should go give this to the birds outside.
What do you think? Final guess?
It's a bird. It's
I was looking
a chicken.
for...
It's a chicken.
Yeah.
It's a chicken.
I was thinking of a chicken.
Yes.
Well done. That's so good. Very good. I've
Do we
got
have
a
is
picture of a
this
chicken.
guess 2 picture?
Yeah, so chickens, they sort of need a balanced diet of protein and carbohydrates, and they kind of eat most things, so that's why you can give them kitchen scraps, but they tend to get their protein by foraging for worms and insects in the ground.
Right.
But the reason that we feed them little bits of grit and shell, usually crushed up oyster shell, is because it helps them to produce healthy eggs themselves.
Of course.
So we
Eggs are
sort-
made of calcium.
Yeah,
You've got to get
absolutely.
that calcium.
Yeah, you ready for
Yeah.
your final meal?
Final course. Okay, meal
Right
number
then.
3. Here it comes.
Your third course, just here for you. Look at this. Is
What?
a warm and soft blend of scrambled eggs with banana.
Now I think, get that in my tummy. That sounds delicious.
Together,
I've
though.
never had that combo before.
Scrambled eggs.
But I love scrambled eggs.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
I thought
With banana.
Are you doing it?
Here you go, look. Egg and banana
You know what,
together.
actually? You could have like a banana pancake.
Pancake.
So I guess it's not that different.
Quite like that.
You can finish it if you want
It's a bit weird.
I know, I haven't put anything in it. It's just egg and banana.
But it's kind of
But who
deliciously
do you
weird.
think would eat a meal like this? Let's see if there are any guesses. Ooh, lots of you guessing at the moment. What do you reckon?
I have no idea.
Really?
Egg and
God.
banana.
Yeah. So
Not dog, not
we know
cat,
that it is a type of
Not
animal
fish.
that eats protein. So we're looking for an omnivore, a type of animal that will eat meat, because we've got eggs here, which is an animal product.
Snake?
Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, that would absolutely work. I'm looking for a type of reptile, so a snake would eat something like this.
Okay.
I've gone with a type of lizard called a tegu lizard.
Tegu
Yeah,
lizard.
some lizards are insectivores, meaning they only eat insects, but bigger lizards, like the tegu lizard here, they like to eat a whole mixture of things, so they'll sometimes eat rats, and eggs is something that they'll eat as well, and tropical fruits, hence why you've got your eggs and some banana there.
Oh,
Bit of protein.
there's some great guesses in the chat.
Someone actually said
Lots of people saying human, which is
but
very sensible.
absolutely, that's we could eat that.
We've got meerkats, we've got monkeys.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm sure that they would absolutely eat banana and that as well. So
That was fun.
yeah,
That was fun. I was a
I'm
little
glad
bit
you
worried.
enjoyed that.
A little bit worried there for a minute.
Thank you so much for playing along and guessing. One of our Let's Go Live viewers, Ava, she has a bearded dragon, which is a different type of lizard, and she got in touch to tell us what her bearded dragon eats. Here she is.
Hello, Maddie and Greg. I have a weird and wonderful pet. It's a bearded dragon called Bobby. Hello, Bobby.
Amazing.
He eats crickets and vegetables. He's pretty clever and I love him so much. Goodbye, Maddie and Greg.
Bye, Ava. Bye, Bobby.
Bobby,
Oh, wow.
the bearded dragon.
Before we go on, it's good to know that neither Greg or I are vets or zoologists. So if you do have any questions about your own pets or other animals, then definitely best to seek out an animal expert, okay?
Let's quickly check out Squirrel Cam.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing going on at the
That
moment.
squirrel clearly had its feed. It's
Maybe
full.
it knocked some of those peanuts out of the
It
bird
might be on the
feeder.
floor right now. We'll keep knocking in
Yeah,
there.
we'll
keep
keep
checking in. Keep checking
Having
in.
a look. There are definitely some pigeons that I can actually see in the trees. So that you never know, they might even be picking some of the stuff off the ground.
We actually showed you how to make a recycled bird feeder in week number 1, in Garden Week.
Oh, we
I
did.
will put a link to that in the description below if you want to have a look at how to turn an old plastic bottle
Yeah.
and a spoon into a bird feeder.
We don't have pets, but we do really enjoy looking at the birds in the back garden. And it's nice that we can help them as well, help them out at the moment, because in the winter it's harder for them to get food, just because there's less around, and sometimes the hard, frosty ground makes it trickier for them to sort of find food. So that's why it's nice to feed them if you can do.
Yeah. So if you've got any outside spaces that you can go and go for a walk through or look out the window and look at some animals, do. Maybe a nearby park.
We should probably check on Rubble and Reef.
Oh,
Been
they
sat
might
down
have-
there for
yeah,
quite a
they
while,
have
haven't
been
they?
there, yeah.
You okay, you two? Here they are. They might be getting a little bit stiff. You know what?
Oh.
We should probably put them back in their homes now,
We
shouldn't
probably
we?
should, yes.
Yeah.
You know, I can tell they're loving the show.
Yeah, look at them.
Oh, they're so
Having
great.
such a good time.
So, the question therefore is, what do Reef and Rubble's homes look like? Before we show you, let's have a look at some other type of pet homes.
Okay, all right then. Well, different animals need different types of environments. Like you couldn't keep a fish in a rabbit hutch, and you probably wouldn't put a snail to bed on a cozy blanket either. Am I right?
No, you wouldn't. So some pets need us to recreate their natural habitat, their natural home environment for them to be happy and healthy. So let's have a look at the first one. What about a snake? A corn snake. Here's a corn snake. Corn snake originally come from dry scrublands and forests in the USA, so any home for them should recreate that environment. Snakes are what we call cold-blooded. Now that means that they use heat from external sources, right, to heat them up, and indeed to cool them down. So that's why, if you look at this picture again, there's those heat lamps. Right, there's a heat lamp at the top, and they're in something called a vivarium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Ava's bearded dragon Bobby was in a vivarium as well.
Yeah, well spotted.
Okay, so let's think about fish. Fish need a type of home called an aquarium. Yeah. And usually they'll have a filter pump in it to keep the water clean as well. But different fish need different types of water and water temperatures to keep them happy. This here has got some tropical saltwater fish in it, which is very different to this aquarium, which you're going to see now, which is a freshwater aquarium, which is good for freshwater fish species.
So with that in mind, what do we think Rubble and Reef's home is going to look like? Vivariums are for raising small animals. Aquariums are for fish. Terrariums are for plants. So we're going to make rockariums. Yes.
Yeah.
Wrong sort of rock. Wrong sort of rock.
Rockariums are homes for
rocks.
pet rocks.
Yeah.
We might have made this up, but that absolutely does not matter. We are going to make rockariums for Rubble and Reef today.
The key thing is you still need to make a home. You need to think about the needs of your pet rock.
Right, and Rubble and Reef are very different. So, what
How are
do
we
we
gonna do
need
this?
first? You know what? One of the things you can make your rockarium with is, I've just got a glass jar here, so we've got these from the recycling, but you absolutely could use, if you have maybe a recycled squash bottle or something like that, you could just chop it in half and then use the bottom of a bottle. It just has to be clear. That's the only thing you need.
Yeah.
And then also, along with the jar, I've got some tools. So here I've got a spoon, I've actually got a little tiny paintbrush, and I've got a chopstick as well.
Okay.
But you'll see why these are useful. But of course, a rockarium is more than an empty jar. We need to fill it with different materials, and those materials will depend on the sort of rock you have.
Shall I start with Rubble?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, all right. So you take Reef
Thank
over
you.
there. I'm going to take you through Rubble's home. So Rubble is a garden rock. Okay, so I'm going to recreate the garden inside my rockarium. So first things first, I'm going to put in some little rocks.
Some pebbles.
So just put them in there.
Lovely.
This is a nice kind of foundation, a nice base.
So we're kind of making layers like a cake.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to put in some soil, some dirt. Remember, rubble likes to roll around in the dirt.
Absolutely.
So we'll put some soil in there.
Very good. Oh, that looks nice.
All over
so when you do this, you can take your time and you can get those layers looking as neat as you like.
What are you saying, Maddie?
Nothing at all.
What are you saying? Now, this is where the paintbrush comes in handy.
Yeah.
Because you see, it's a little bit messy around the top, around here.
Mm-hmm.
And also some of that soil's kind of on the side. So you can give it a sweep on the side like this.
Oh, yeah, cool. Good idea.
Kind of make it all nice and clear. Can you see now from the side it makes it all
definitely
nice and clear? Okay, so that's kind of the next layer.
What's your third layer going to be?
My third layer is going to be some moss.
Oh.
So I'm just going to layer some moss down on top of there like that.
That'll be nice and cosy
Nice
for
and-
Rubble to
Nice
sit
and-
on.
Like a nice comfy blanket for Rubble. And then you can add extra things to your rockarium. So, for example, I'm going to put in a bit of tree bark
Oh, that's
into
a nice.
mine. So just put a bit of
Tree bark in the back.
Tree bark in the back like this.
Lovely.
And then, so that he doesn't get lonely when he hasn't got us around to entertain him, I'm going to give him a little garden friend. This is just a snail shell. There's no actual snail inside there, all right? So give him a little snail shell. And then, here you go, Rubs. In you go.
goes.
Just pop him in there like
Oh, look at that.
that.
That's so good. That's Rubble's Rockarium.
Rubble's Rockarium.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Well, time to make Reef's Rockarium. So Reef here is a very different type of, very, very different. Where is she? There she is. Whoop, there we are. It's a very different type of rock. She's a seaside rock. So what do you think a seaside rock would need in its rockarium? Well, I'm actually going to start out with some pebbles I've got here too. So I'm going to put those in. Pour those in first. There we go. Because you do find pebbles and stones at the beach, don't you? What do you think about that? Nice.
Looks
Maybe
great.
a few more. I'm going to put a few more of those in. But as well as pebbles on the beach, what's another material you might find? You could find sand. So I'm going to pour some sand in. So I'm going to try this quite carefully. Ooh.
Oh, nice. That works.
Did that work nicely?
Yeah.
There we go. Whoa, great. So we're already beginning to see some layers here. I'm just going to give that a bit of a shake just to make sure those are nice and flat. I'm going to put a bit more sand in, actually. I think it can take a little bit more. But what else do you get at the beach? We've got pebbles, we've got sand.
You get a heck of a lot of water.
Yes, you do. You do. But before I put the water in, I'm actually going to decorate the sand with some little bits and pieces that I've got here. So I've just got some shells. I've got some sort of more polished stones, bits of sea glass, if you like. And I even made a little starfish out of some modelling clay.
Very good.
Sweet, right? So let's put, I'm going to put in those shells there. There you go. Again, you could lower yours in with a teaspoon if you wanted to, just to sort of like help keep it nice and
Really
neat.
carefully.
I'm going to use the chopstick here just to make sure that the shells are the right way up. Oh, that works well. Pop in another shell. Nice. There we go. That's it. Turn over, turn over. Brilliant. And I'm going to put in the starfish at the back. Great. And then Rubble is going to go. Rubble? No, this is Reef. In you go, Reef. Reef's going in. Great. And now I'm going to do the finished pieces. I'm going to do some water. There we go. I'm going to join Reef can join
me
you over
over
here.
here.
Oh no, that's not going to work. You might have to get rid of us.
It's all right. I'll make her smaller.
There we go. I'm pouring in the water. Ooh. Bubble, 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 bubble,
Oh,
bubble,
that's
bubble,
so
bubble.
good.
That's great because Reef loves bubbles.
Oh, look, he's saying hello. Oh, he's... Yeah.
It's a she. Reef's a she.
Sorry, Reef.
That is so... I can't believe she's bubbling. She's so happy.
They look so good.
I love these rockariums.
Oh,
wow.
they're so fun.
I tell you what, why don't you at home find your own pet rock? You could give it a name, think about the type of thing it likes to do, just like we have today. We've thought about what it likes to do, what it likes to eat, and where it might live. What might your rock's rockarium look like? I just found some little bits from around the garden and the house, but you could make your rockarium look like anything. Maybe your rock is a river rock, or maybe the rock was found on a building site. Yeah?
Moon rock.
Yes, you could make a
Make it
moon
look like the moon.
rockarium. That's a brilliant idea.
If you do make one, get an adult to take a picture. Feel free to send us it on email. This is our email, hello@letsgolive@gmail.com.
I think this calls for a selfie, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Let's
This
do
is
an
a
awkward
great
selfie.
awkward
So why don't we
selfie.
get together? I don't know if you'll even see these, but you might do. There we go. Okay, so this is when we are all get together, nice and close, and we are going to...
even closer.
Nice.
Can you go even closer?
Like this. Oh, we won't see it
That's
there.
it.
There we go. Bring yours in a bit. Oh, nice and awkward.
There we go.
We're gonna take a picture
Take
all
a
together.
selfie with us.
3, 2, 1.
It's the awkward selfie.
If you take a picture with us now, we'd love to see it on
We'd love to
social
see
media.
it. That's us on social media. Please share it on Instagram and Twitter and let your friends know about the show.
All right then.
We would love to see
let's put
it. Yeah.
a Rubble and Reef back over there.
Oh,
That's it from us today. But before we say goodbye to some of you in the live chat, we want to show a couple more of your pets. So why don't we meet the pets?
meet the pets. What music did I use? This was it? That was
the
it.
pets.
Okay, let's see a second batch of your pets.
All right,
Here they
this
come.
is Christian's gecko, Doodoo, who loves to watch the Let's Go Live quiz and listen to the quiz music. Cheers, Doodoo.
Nice one, Doo-Doo. You do? Doo-Doo. Maisie with her first pet. He's a miniature poodle called Fred. Oh, and happy 7th birthday on Wednesday, Maisie.
And I do want to say a happy birthday to a Maddie who's watching today as well. Fantastic name. This is Lois, Nicholas's hamster. She turned 1 last year and had a hamster-friendly birthday cake. All birthdays.
Can we just admire how that hamster's like, oh, it's time for my close-up? It's
I
like this
know.
with his little cute little hands. That's
Brilliant.
an amazing photo.
Thanks, Lois.
Oliver has 2 rabbits, Oscar and Jasper. Now, they are older than Oliver, and they love each other so much they're often cuddling up together.
Oh, that's nice. And this is Xanthi with her cat, Dashi, who tries to join in with board games, jigsaws, and even schoolwork.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got a couple of little videos as well. Here's Nathaniel, who has some feathered friends. Shall we meet them?
Yeah, here they come.
Here they are.
Hi, Maddie and Greg. These are my chickens. This one's called Smash. This one's called Flossie. This one's called Winnie. And we've got another in a coop called Lucky. She's brooding. And Winnie's molting.
Molting, that means losing some feathers.
Losing the feathers.
We were just taking a look at bird cam. Is
Do we
it
think we've
possible?
got-
Oh, it might have just been
did
the
we miss
wind.
it?
Might have just been the wind moving the bird feeders around.
Okay, got
Never
one
mind.
more video for you. Or even 2,
yeah,
actually.
we've got 2.
Yeah,
This
squeeze these 2 in.
This is Rafferty's cat who can do a cool trick.
Go for high five.
High five.
Here's a good boy.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Nice.
And lastly, we have Susie, who has an unusual pet.
Hi Maddie and Greg. In the last lockdown I got some stick insect eggs, and when they hatched they were this big and now they're this big. And did you know that almost all stick insects are female and she's laying eggs of her own?
Cool.
Wow! So from
Very
lockdown
cool.
1 to now, those stick insects have hatched very much like bees as well. Bees are usually female. Didn't know that about stick insects though. Thank you for that fact.
Maddie knows a lot about bees. If you haven't seen her bee videos, you should go and watch them. We often get asked by a lot of people what they can do to say thank you and to support the show. These shows take a lot of time to write and to prepare all the props and the tech and everything. We've also now got Jess, who's helping us out. She's moderating the chat. She's helping with the emails and so much stuff. We've got Rob, who does the graphics. So, yeah, any support would be great. We'd really appreciate it. There's 2 ways that you can do it. The first is we've set up a coffee page. This is essentially... No, that's an email. What you can do, just treat this like a tip. Just like a one-off thank you. And just for a giggle, this week we've changed it. So rather than buying us a coffee, you're
buying
getting
us
us
dog biscuits.
dog biscuits.
So if you do treat us to a pack of dog biscuits, thank you very much. And the second way to join us is by joining the Let's Go Live family on Patreon. So this is a monthly Patreon and where we say hellos and we sort of do some little extras like doing certificates and colouring sheets for each of the themes. So if any grown-ups would like to help support the show, then we would love that very much. And thank you to the Patreons who've been with us for a long time. We couldn't do this without you.
No, we absolutely could not have brought this back. Let's do some goodbyes.
Oh, let's.
I think
Okay.
you've got these today.
I do. All right then. So let's say goodbye to Jack and Amelia and their 2 cats.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Meow. Meow.
Bye Beth and Ottie the dog. Goodbye
Bye.
to you 2. Goodbye Jessica and Darcy. to Abigail and her tortoise Shelley. They both say goodbye as well.
Shelley the tortoise, ta-ra.
Goodbye to Daisy, Ruby and Molly.
I've got a Layla and an Elsie in Hereford.
And goodbye to Samrat in London.
I've got a Max and a Maddie in Norfolk.
Goodbye to Millie, Charlie, Bob the horse and Ted the cat.
We've got Cleo and her cat Lily.
Goodbye to Pranav watching in India.
We've got Mr. P and all at Orchards Junior School.
Oh.
And also Annie, Jack and Henry at home.
Hello everybody. Goodbye to Pips and Noah and to Layla, Elsie and their guinea pigs.
Freddie in Reigate.
And last one, let's say goodbye to Alexis, their fish, chickens and the dog.
Awesome.
Thank you so
I'll
much
squeeze
for
one in
watching.
Miriam, Esme and Stark the cat. I just thought,
Oh,
why not?
okay.
Why not? We are back on Wednesday live at 11 o'clock. Loads to watch back on the channel. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, click subscribe. You won't miss any videos at all.
But until Wednesday at 11 a.m, stay curious. Bye everyone. See ya.